Hey y'all, Imani and Timber here, and welcome to Volume 3 of The Morning Mentality. Whether you're on my YouTube channel or my blog, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content. Before we start with Volume 3 though, I want to recap Volumes 1 and 2. So, Volume 1 was all about answering 6 questions to get a big picture of your day and envision how you want your day to go. Volume 2 is all about practicing mindfulness by slowing down and relaxing in the mornings, whether that's with an extra sip of coffee or playing with your pet, drawing, doodling, whatever you have to do to just slow down and be present. With Volume 3, we're going back into the mindset of to-dos and checklists because we're going to talk about prioritizing. Let's get started. So Volume 3 is all about prioritizing the items on your to-do list. So I think it's best to illustrate how I practice this by telling you and then by showing you. So to help me with this process, I use a planner card from Cloth and Paper that has a grid with two sort of categories. There's important and not important, and urgent and not urgent. So I use this card when reviewing my to-do list to determine what's really important, what's not urgent, and how to sort of separate my items on my to-do list and maybe take some things off as well. So I'll review my to-do list, whether it's in a daily insert or on a notepad or a sticky note, especially at the end of the week. And then I will use the grid to help me sort of categorize each item on my to-do list. So if something is important and urgent, like the card says, then I will do it. Now, I don't use this to prioritize items in the moment, but I do use it to know that, okay, I actually do need to complete this item today. It cannot wait. Now, as the card says, if something is not urgent but important, then I plan it for some time in that day. So I know that I still need to accomplish it that day, but maybe it can wait until this very urgent and important thing is accomplished first. So next, if something is urgent but not important, then I know that I can delegate it. So then that way I free up my time and focus on the things that are actually important for that day. And my favorite category is when I sit down and realize that a to-do list or an item on my to-do list is neither important nor urgent, and that's when I can drop it. So I like reviewing this after I've done my to-do list because it shows me what's truly important. I usually complete my to-do list the day before for the upcoming day. So when I sit down in the mornings, it helps me to see what I thought was important may not be so important, and I can delegate it or drop it and maybe save it for another day. So I want to show you what this looks like in the process. So here is my to-do list for today. As you can see, there's a lot involved. So I'm really glad that I have the time to sit down and really think about what truly is important and urgent so that I can really just accomplish what I need to accomplish and not try to have this laundry list of things that I want to do and bum myself out when I don't accomplish each and every one of those things. So I put sort of a key here below. What I deem important is what to-do items will be both important and urgent. So I will highlight that with that brown midliner here. Let me show that. For items that I have highlighted as to do, those will be items that I deem important but not urgent. So I still need to do them, but it's the items that are actually important that need to get done first or that probably need more of my time. So those will be green. If I decide that I need to delegate anything, then what I'll do is just put a star next to it and probably who I need to text or maybe email so that can get done. And then drop it will just be crossed off because what I'll do is just keep this list and maybe add some washi tape to it and stick it to whatever I use tomorrow, whether that be a sticky note to plan on or a notepad, so then I know what I crossed off and perhaps need to delegate for tomorrow. So that's sort of what that process looks like. I'm going to speed this up and show you what it looks like. So here is the finished product. Let's review. As you can see, there are no items that I'm delegating today, and to be honest with you, that happens sometimes. Sometimes there are just things that I need to accomplish and that are just not appropriate to delegate. So instead, what I've done, if it's something that's not super important today, then instead of crossing it out, like I said, for the drop it items, I just put an arrow which indicates that I'll do it tomorrow. So going up sort of the grid to plan it, those were the green items. So as you can see, I've highlighted some things that I need to do today but are not super important to the point where I need to schedule it and focus on it and make sure I accomplish this today. But the most important things are the urgent and important items in brown. So that's getting my copay situation together and sending out a letter that I need to send. So this is how I like to sit down in the mornings and review my to-do list. It's such an important exercise because it shows me what's truly important. What I thought was important to accomplish the night before may not be so important in the beginning of the day when I'm realizing that other things might take priority over things that I thought were important. So yes, I need to get my renter's insurance policy together since that will be renewing soon. But to be honest with you, the letter and the copay are just more important than that policy. So the policy can wait one more day. So in the comments below, tell me how you prioritize your to-do items. Do you also use this planner card from cloth and paper, or do you use a different method? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.